All right.
Cool.
How are you, Max?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you guys?
Good. So what's been going on this week?
This week has been slow at the beginning because I had the party last weekend,
Okay.
and then I got kind of sick. Well, I guess I was hungover on Sunday.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say that?
Sure.
And then Monday, Tuesday, I was kind of sick, so I just chilled and watched TV.
Okay.
And then yesterday, I cleaned a little bit. Some stuff.
It's all around feeling the sickness.
Feeling the sickness for the first part, but on the rise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you still have to work all week, or?
I worked all week. Abby was actually sick too.
Oh, okay.
And she took off one day.
Okay.
She felt worse than I did. Yeah, I worked all week. But like I've told you before, my job's pretty chill, non-stressful.
What do you mean by chill, non-stressful? What does that look like for you?
Basically, it's like I get an assignment, and then I do it, and then I wait for the next one.
Okay.
And I think I know what I'm doing, so I finish it early, and then I can just chill until I get the next one.
So when you say you think you know what you're doing, does that mean that you feel like you're able to do it up to their standard, or that you...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can do it up to my standard, or up to their standards, but it's pretty boring.
Yeah.
So I like the non-stressful part more than the actual job.
Okay. So you like that it's not too fast-paced or too much workload, I guess, but at the same time it can be boring. I mean...
Yeah, it can be really boring.
Okay.
So part of me is like, kind of wants to look for another job.
Yeah.
Just to do something more interesting and actually advance my career or whatever. Because right now, basically, I just make the same flyer over and over and over again.
Okay.
And then I also ship out the flyers, and that's all I do. So I'm like half UPS guy, half, change logos, that's it.
Okay.
But, I don't know, it is cool to be able to flex for, playing shows and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know that's something I think that you really enjoy having. I think that's something that we both talked about before.
Yeah.
If you were to do something else, what type of job would you still want to do, like in graphic design? I mean, am I getting that right?
I would probably want to keep doing graphic design. I think eventually I'd want to do my own business.
Mm-hmm.
For a minute I thought I wanted to do a screen printing shop.
Yeah.
Or now I'm getting into web design, so I kind of want to do that.
Okay.
Or maybe a whole, jack of all trades kind of thing. But yeah, I think graphic design is my most interest, biggest interest, or what I'm most passionate about that can afford a living.
Sure, yeah. But maybe trying to be your own boss to some degree, or...
Yeah, that would be, I guess, the goal.
Okay.
At some point.
Yeah. What does that look like to get to that point? What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess I could probably do it, but since my job is so chill right now, it's really hard to walk away from that, and then also the security of the money and benefits and stuff, to walk away from that and try something totally crazy. And it's also with screen printing and web design, I don't have a degree in that. I have a degree in graphic design, but not web design.
So it makes you more marketable to some degree? Or... Yeah,
and I guess just part of me is I've got a degree in graphic design, so I can get a job in graphic design.
Yeah.
But...
Did you learn all the screen printing on your own? Or
mm-hmm.
Will some people go to school specifically for that in art? Or
I think it's it can be a class within an art program.
Okay.
Because I don't think you can really major in only screen printing.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
So it leaves you with some options here, or you're trying to figure it out.
Definitely options, but I think for me it's so hard to walk away from the non-stress and whatever. But then at the same time, like when Abby comes home from work, sometimes she hates it, but sometimes she really likes it, and she's all like happy about it. But every time she's like, "Oh, how was your day?" It's like, "Huh, just sat there, did nothing for 8 hours, and then doing it again tomorrow." You know?
When you say you said happy or sometimes mad about it, what do you mean, like that you're home or?
No, with her job.
Her job. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think her job is much more engaging,
Okay.
which I think gives her a lot of stress, which I kind of don't want. But then also she gets a lot of joy from it. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
you either have all of everything or none of it,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah, I think sometimes finding that balance in general is tricky or weird to some degree. Like, what does that even mean, or what does that look like, or especially because you've done this job right for a while, and then was your other job your first like graphic design, like?
Yeah, that was my first like real job that had to do with
Yeah.
what I studied in school.
Yeah.
But that was kind of a joke too.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really do anything there. Maybe it's just all graphic design.
Yeah, I was wondering what's going on there. But I imagine there's a lot of work with it, I would assume. I mean,
I think there is if you're in a graphic design like firm, like specifically.
Okay.
But I think if you're the graphic designer for a company that does something totally different, like the company I used to work for sold copiers and printers. So they just needed like and it was like a really small mom and pop shop, and like they just needed their one magazine advertisement every quarter.
So you have really specific.
Yeah, and like a newsletter here. I did some other just like random office admin stuff there, but yeah, it was kind of just like a nothing job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Trying to figure it out, sounds like. But I remember too once when we were hanging out when we had that book about being a self-starter or entrepreneur. So that's, I mean, obviously you talked about that a little bit too, but so you're still maybe you'd like to be working your way eventually?
I mean, I want to, but I also know that a lot of that stuff takes like, capital or investment.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about either like getting investors or people to invest, or, I feel like I want to like buy a house first before I try to risk it all for a low budget screen printing shop making band t-shirts or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder what capital. Yeah. I don't even know. That's hard to think about. I guess you'd have to have like either like to get potentially like a bank loan too, and like what that would entail for a business loan.
Yeah. I like doing it pretty DIY under the radar, and just I'll make $50 here, $100 there. For now, so that keeps me engaged and interested. But it is like, I can only do that an hour a day or whatever, because I have to sit in this office for the other 8 hours. Yeah.
Screen printing. So are you doing that still downstairs for now, or?
No, because we got flooded, so everything got moldy.
Okay.
So a lot of like my inks and stuff I had to just like throw away, which sucked. And then I took the actual like machine thing up to the attic and cleaned it off, and a couple other like tools. But even like I'd walk down there the other day just to like, I was looking for a drum part or something, and I could just like tell it was like immediately like mold and humidity just in my face, which sucks because like the reason we moved was for that basement.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was like music down there. Luckily that other room works out, but yeah.
So you haven't been able to do that then now?
Yeah, it's just the owner is really weird. He just doesn't care about the house, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I bet that's going to be something like wherever you guys move next, trying to make sure you have space, because I know it's been an issue in the past, like space to play music or space to now do screen printing. So I think you like having that extra space or extra time too, or flexibility to do all that stuff.
Yeah. That's another weird thing that me and I were trying to figure out too, is because we like being downtown. We can just walk over to a friend's house or to the bar or whatever. But pretty much everything that we want to do that isn't like friends and hanging out with people is like we need to live on a farm. Like I want to play as loud as I want.
Yeah.
somewhat neighbors. She wants to actually farm. She wants to have like
Yeah.
some chickens and stuff. So it's kind of a weird. And we're both in our mid-20s. We're both kind of like in that like, okay, we're not like partying. Like, should we stop this whole hanging out partying thing and then be real adults or
Yeah.
continue to be young adults? I don't know. It's weird.
Well, kind of, in general, just kind of to wrap things up, like, it sounds like you're almost kind of at that cross point with your job. Like, do I want to take or start something new, try to do it on my own? You know, same with like, if you have this, your with screen printing or with music too. And we're talking about like, how can you make this, do you want to be taking it more full-time or do you know, still have that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of
Comfort of, you know, or what does that even look like?
Yeah, I think me and Abby too are at that point where we're done with the, you know, right after post college phase.
Yeah.
And then now we're like, okay, so what are we gonna be as adults rather than, oh, I just graduated, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely, I always feel like, well, even with myself, it's like, yeah, work's nice and you have to have a, you know, that, you have to have a job, right? You have to have money. It's nice having benefits. You need to have a house to live in, but it's nice having the time and the flexibility to do those things that actually do make you happy or that are really important to you, especially creatively. That's, I imagine you are too. Well, Max, I'd like to thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to Miss, I don't know if I was on the camera, Miss Henderson.